God's the beat maker. It's God's the beat maker. It's God's the beat maker. It's God's the beat maker.
Pleasant good afternoon to everyone. Welcome to the launch of our 8th annual icode784 competition. I ask that you stand for prayer. Reverence to God. Eternal God and dear Heavenly Father, I thank you for waking us up this morning, clothed in our right minds. I thank you for traveling mercies where we were all able to travel here safely for this launching ceremony, Lord. I pray that everything would go smoothly, there would be no technical difficulties, and it would all be to your glory and your honor, Lord. In Jesus' name, amen. You may be seated. At this time, I would like to remind our audience that today we will be giving away a brand new Samsung Galaxy A30s smartphone. A question will be asked from the Consumer and Public Relations Manager, Ms. Rhea Lewis speech, and the first person to answer the question correctly will be the winner of the brand new phone. At this time, I would invite our director, Mr. Apollo Knights, to give the welcome remarks.
Good afternoon, everyone. For those here and those online, I've been asked to give a few remarks. What I'm going to focus on is just to give a little information on why we're doing what we're doing. So why do we have the icode784 competition? It's in a short sentence here, we want to inspire our youth. That's what we want to do with this competition. It is the main reason we are having this each year for the last, I think this is the 8th year now we're into. We want our citizens to be inspired to create more apps that are relevant to our country, but also target new problems, needs around the Caribbean and even globally. We also want to develop more entrepreneurs that see the needs, problems in the market and create businesses that build software applications to provide solutions to those needs. A very recent example of this is the launch of the Root SVG app by a team of young local entrepreneurs who saw a need for more efficient transportation options in SVG. And in so doing, create employment for our citizens and drive economic growth for our country. It's also good when ideas from the icode784 competition comes to fruition, such as the Vinci Prices app, which is currently available in the Google Play Store and was an idea from the group ECUs of the St. Vincent Grammar School at the 2014 icode784 competition. There are those who may say that there are already millions of apps developed and one for any need you may have. So there's no future in app software development. I will say to them, just do some research on a company called BlackBerry and one called WhatsApp. You will see that new ideas and solutions disrupts existing solutions. Further, according to businesswire.com, the global mobile application market was valued at $106 billion in 2018, just 2 years ago. But the important point, it's projected to reach $407 billion by 2026, which is an annual growth rate of 18.4%, ladies and gentlemen. I think if you have a passion for generating ideas that solves existing problems and needs, and also a passion for coding, or no others with such a passion, I think this is the area to focus on in the coming years. There's no other sector I can think of that will provide such growth opportunities. Let us look a little at how tech companies, and specifically those that are software-based, has done over the last 20 years. The top 5 publicly traded companies as of July the 1st, 2020 by market capitalization. Number 1 is Apple, which build iPads and so forth. They are a hardware and software company, so they're number 1. Number 2 is Microsoft, that's a software company. Number 3, Amazon. Amazon is really a software company, an e-commerce platform that sells a lot of goods, but they also offer a lot of IT services as well, such as Amazon Web Services. They're number 3. Number 4 is Alphabet. That's a parent company for Google, another software company. And number 5, Facebook. So those are the top 5 companies by market capitalization as of July this year. And if you go back a little, 20 years ago, to the top 5, 2000. Back then, the number 1 company was General Electric. Right? Still around. It's not a software company, but it's out of the top 5. Number 2 back then was Cisco Systems. Still around. They make hardware equipment for networks, but they're no longer in the top 5. Number 3 back then is ExxonMobil, which is an oil and gas company. Still around, but no longer in the top 5. Number 4 back then was Pfizer, which is a healthcare company. Number 5 though was Microsoft. So they were back in the top 5 back then, number 2 now. And they were actually number 1 in 1999. But after the dot-com bubble burst, they dropped to number 5. So they've been around for a while, but as you see the shift, software is dominating the companies. Well, the big companies are all software-based. So we at the NTRC want St. Vincent and the Grenadines to not only be an importer of software and services from these companies, but the creator and exporter of software and apps. This icode784 competition is one part of the NTRC strategy in trying to facilitate this objective. I want to touch a bit on some other related initiatives we're doing that fits in with our icode work. We currently have our subsidized internet program, since one cannot develop the proper software skills needed without access to the internet at home. So we are trying to close the digital divide that may exist due to financial constraints, and as such are currently executing this year another project of providing subsidized internet access to qualified households for a period of 2 years. Households only pay 10 EC per month, and we pay the balance. As of last week, I've connected 340 households with fixed internet access in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. These are households that will have had no internet access over the last 2 years or more. Also, we have the Summer Maya program. We started this 6 years ago. It's a 3-week summer program targeted at the 13 to 18 age group, introducing persons to code and programming skills, and in recent years have added training in microcontrollers and robotics. The program is a good lead into the icode784 as seen from the 2017 competition where Stanislas Gomes, he was not within the age limit at the time, he was below 13, but his father asked for permission to let him be in my app. We granted that permission and he went on to win the icode that year in 2017. So you're never too young to code. Also a new initiative that we have launched this year on our USF Smart project. We're providing grant funding to persons to develop software skills via online training platforms such as Coursera, Udemy, edX, etc. Especially trying to target skills development in areas such as machine learning, artificial intelligence, and virtual reality, etc. As of this week, we have 27 persons already signed up for such courses, and they're doing courses, for examples like augmented reality virtualization, computer science for artificial intelligence. So I believe we are removing the barriers that may prevent our youth from fulfilling their potential of being highly skilled app software developers, providing the internet access at home and at public areas and institutions, providing programs to inspire and assist them on their journeys, such as My App and icode784, providing grants for online training and digital skills. This all fits in well with the initiatives of the government, where persons can get grant funds, mentoring, and business support to move their ideas to an actual business, as was done recently with the CASEP grants and this year with the Prime grants. There's just one area that I see continuing to be a barrier for those that may be financially constrained, is that of obtaining a computer for personal use, which is critical to the process. It is a challenge that is not new to any developing country, but one which the NTRC is aware of, and as we speak, is examining a new initiative that hopefully could be launched soon to address this need. So in closing, we are now at a stage in technology development where we can pull pieces of technology from different areas all together via software to disrupt and transform entire industries. We now have the smartphones in almost all citizens' hands. We have mobile broadband. We have access to affordable cloud services for storing and retrieving data, such as Amazon Web Services, mapping services from entities such as Google Mapbox and OpenStreetMap, etc. So I am challenging our youths to seek the necessary skills and create teams and see how we can create applications using this ecosystem to do things that were not possible previously. If you are able to do that, you can create an app and a business that can transform St. Vincent and Grenadines, the region, and the world. But always remember, every successful app starts with a great idea. And anyone can come up with a great idea, no coding experience needed. There's no better time to start this journey than to enter this year icode784 competition. So identify the problem and the need, create a solution by a new idea, write your code. And never forget that I can code from right here in the 784. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Knight, for such an informative opening remarks. At this time, to give the competition overview, I would welcome the Consumer and Public Relations Manager, Ms. Rhea Lewis.
Good afternoon, everyone. I would like to remind our viewers that the question to be asked for this giveaway competition for the Samsung Galaxy A30s smartphone will be taken from my presentation. The National Telecommunications Regulatory Commission, alongside its partners, the SVG, the National Insurance Services, SVG Broadcasting Corporation, National Broadcasting Corporation, Extreme Radio, King Computer Corporation, Tusty Water, the Searchlight Newspaper, the SVG Brewery Limited, Flow, Digicel, Internet Society St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Hot 97 FM, Fanfare Events, KDLT Accounting Firm, Eyewitness News, and Kubayashi Productions welcomes you to the launching ceremony of our 2020 icode784 competition. We at the NTRC are pleased to provide to you for the 8th year the platform for you to introduce your dreams and innovation to the world. As for previous years, the focus for this year's competition will also be on the development of mobile apps and ideas that can facilitate the implementation of new systems or improve existing systems within both the private and public sectors of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. The aim of this focus is to improve the efficiency of their services and to increase their profits, which will lead to national development. This year, the icode784 competition will run from the period of September 15th to November 10th, 2020. The competition is open to students enrolled in secondary or tertiary institutions, as well as non-students under the age of 35 years. The competition has two categories, a secondary category and an open category. Students from all secondary schools in St. Vincent and the Grenadines can enter both the secondary and the open category of the competition. Residents of St. Vincent and the Grenadines who are under the age of 35 are only eligible to enter the open category of the competition. In addition to winning up to $5,000 in cash prizes, for the first time this year, 2 persons from the winning secondary mobile application category team, along with their mentor, will travel to Barcelona, Spain in March 2021 to attend an event for startups hosted by GSMA called 4 Years From Now. As mentioned before, participants are required to create an idea or a mobile app in the competition, depending on the category they wish to enter. One just needs to have an idea for improving a service or a sector within SVG. Participants entering the category for the competition must propose projects relating to mobile applications. Persons who do not know how to code or to develop code on their own mobile app can enter the category and present their unique ideas. Pertaining to the mobile application category, participants can use information in relation to an idea and have an app developed. A working prototype of the mobile application will be needed for the finals once you are selected. One of the main aims of the icode784 competition is to develop the entrepreneurial skills of the younger generation by looking at the needs in our society and finding ICT solutions for them. Noting that the dependency for mobile apps is on the increase, participants can use this competition as a stepping stone for the development of the next big mobile app or idea. The competition has 3 phases. The first phase has begun today. This represents the registration period and the launch of the competition. Registration can be carried out on our mobile app called the NTRC's icode784 app. And this is available on the Google Play Store for Android devices. For persons who do not have access to Android devices, we have a form that is available for online registration. The deadline for submission of all registration forms will be on September the 25th, 2020. Phase 2 is the preliminary round judging. This stage of the competition will begin on October 13th and will come to an end on October 15, 2020. During this stage, the preliminary judging will take place for both the secondary category and the open category, where all entries for both categories will be judged. The top teams for each category will then progress to the finals. Stage 3 or phase 3, at this stage, the competition concludes and the final judging will take place for all finalists in each category of the competition. The grand finale will take place on November 10th, 2020. Participants are expected to conduct research at a private or public sector agency in which they are proposing the changes to be made and explain what really makes their project innovative to the panel of judges. Participants must enter the competition as a team, which should consist of a minimum of 2 participants, but no more than 4 participants. Participants submitting projects in the mobile application category and who advance to the final round are expected to showcase a working prototype or a model of their mobile application. In the judging phases of the competition, presenters have a maximum of 7 minutes to present and a 5-minute period of questioning from the panel of judges. For all your hard work during your busy schedule, not forgetting the sleepless nights, you will be rewarded. For the secondary category, first prize will receive a cash prize of $2,000, second place $1,000, and third place would be $800. For the secondary mobile app category, first place is $4,000, second place $2,000, and third place will receive $1,500. For the open category, again, this is open to non-students, persons under the age of 35 years. The winning team will receive a cash prize of $5,000. Second place would be $2,500, and third place $1,500. Other prizes include the school with the most number of entries would also receive a cash prize of $1,000. Mentors would receive prizes ranging from $750 to $1,000. And please note that the mentors are only required for the secondary category of the competition. Besides the cash prizes, other prizes will also be given to the students in this year's competition. Last year, the winners in each of the various categories were given additional prizes, such as smartphones, tablets, and cases of soft drinks. I now declare the registration period for the 2020 icode784 competition open. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ms. Lewis. At this time, we would be asking question for one lucky winner to win the Samsung Galaxy A30s. So the question will be asked from the speech that Ms. Lewis just gave, and the winner would be selected by our auditor, Ms. Zenika. And our question is, you have 30 seconds to answer, What date will the 2020 iCode competition finals take place? What date will the 2020 iCode competition finals take place? Okay, so we have a winner. And the winner of the Samsung Galaxy A30s smartphone is Parisia Andrews. I announce the name one more time, Parisia Andrews. At this time, we would have the announcement of the winner for our pre-launch competition, which took place on Instagram. Persons were encouraged to do a video, a short video, inviting persons to watch our launching ceremony, and the persons with the most likes would win, again, a Samsung Galaxy A30s. And the winner of our pre-launch competition is Miss Rihanna Patrick, who had 329 likes for her video. At this time, I would invite Miss Calissa Peters, our intern, to give the vote of thanks.
Good afternoon to all. I, on behalf of the National Telecommunications Regulatory Commission, am very happy to thank each and every one of you for your role that you played in the launching ceremony of our icode784 competition, which has been going strong for 8 years now. Our viewers, sponsors, and media hosts, we appreciate your input each year into this event and again want to say thank you very much. This launch also owes its success to our diligent and innovative leader, Mr. Apollo Knights, along with our team of dedicated co-workers who worked very hard for this result. This team is incredible and will continue to succeed. Once again, I want to say thank you to all who have lent a helping hand, and I can't forget to congratulate Rihanna Patrick, the winner of the Instagram competition, and Parisia Andrews, who are both winners of the Samsung Galaxy A30 smartphones. Have a great day, everyone.